The violence in Tibet could not have come at a worse time for the Chinese government. With the Beijing Olympics fast approaching, worldwide attention has turned to the largest protests against China's rule in 20 years. Rallies led by monks have been taking place all week, but turned violent on Friday. China says the protests were planned, and the violence will be dealt with in accordance with the law.
Recently, a few monks in Lhasa conducted disorderly behaviour against the social stability of the city. This was carefully planned in advance by the Dalai group and attempted to split Tibet from China, an action against the peaceful and normal way of life of the Tibetan people. Please believe that the relevant enforcement departments of the Chinese government will properly handle this case in accordance with the law.
Beijing has for centuries claimed sovereignty over the Himalayan region, which it seized in 1950, and says Tibet has developed considerably under its rule. The president of the Oriental Studies Fund in Moscow says there are historical, political and social reasons behind the protests.
There are three reasons behind this. Historical. 49 years ago in March, Tibetans led an uprising against China's rule. Political reasons. Some Western powers want to disrupt, or at least to mar, the Beijing Olympics. And social reasons. The gap between living standards in Tibet and the rest of China is enormous.
Tibetans across the world have been organising anti-Chinese protests and marches to coincide with the 49th anniversary of the 1959 uprising led by the Dalai Lama. Rallies have been held in New Delhi, Sydney and New York. World leaders have urged Beijing to show restraint in dealing with the demonstrations. Vladimir Balko, an expert on China, says Russia has always backed China's claim to Tibet.
The Russian Federation always said that there is a certain position, like we do not support any separatist movements in the region. We strongly support the integrity and the unity of China.
The authorities have promised harsh punishment if the protesters fail to surrender by Monday. Marilyn Snowden, Russia.